Pistons fans, what's going on? It's your boy King, man. Let's talk real quick about this game versus OKC. Game 2 of the preseason. Pistons take care of business, put up 128 points. A lot of interesting things went on at the end of the game. We got a lot to talk about. Let's dig in. Pistons fans, so let's talk about it. We come out with the victory tonight versus OKC. Pretty exciting basketball game, exhibition game, right? It's preseason, right? But you want to see your rookies, man, put in certain situations. You want to see your team go out there and try to figure things out on the floor. That's what all this preseason thing is about. You want to see some leaps and jumps from certain guys, right? Man, today I seen some leaps that I needed to see from our youngest guys out there. Sasser woke up today. Let's talk about him because obviously that's what's fresh on everybody's mind. Sasser, Amude, man, Wiseman, and then you have Asar. So pretty much took over the game in the fourth quarter. It's garbage time, sure, right? But, the Pistons did come within I believe it was close to 10 points before garbage units got on the court, right? So once, guys like Isaiah, Kill, and Ivy sat down, you seen the young guys come in with the mindset of saying, hey, let's finish what was just started and push this thing even farther. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and try to seize this lead, man, and win this basketball game. And that's what you want to see. You know what I'm saying? So Sarser, good Lord, I said Sarser. Sasser was out there with Asar. And man, they were just trying to make as many plays as they could. Sasser got a little hot out there. He had a favorable matchup in front of him, man. That guy just could not stay in front of him. So he took advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Knocked down some tray balls. But he did find a few guys. He threw a sweet alley-oop to Asar, which was big time. And then you seen guys like Wiseman, who should, with those units out there, do what he was doing. Like I said, he only had a few points when, the top of the rosters was out there. But, I don't think he missed a shot. I don't think he missed a shot today. So, he got himself going and he kept going, which is what he should do, right? Amude just is... He's clutch. You know what I'm saying? He's clutch. It's the second time, right? Knocking down big three-pointer after big three-pointer, to try to solidify a victory for this team. This is the second time the Pistons have come back within these two games. And this time we went over the top and we come out with a victory. So, between Amude and Sasser, man, you know what I'm saying? And the efforts of Wiseman and Asar, even though he was missing a few of those shots, some of the movement that I was seeing was very impressive. You know what I'm saying? At his side, some of the spins in between guys, the Euro stepping and things like that. I'm looking for those things, right? I know what Asar can do. And he's going to be, most likely on the floor with much better talent around him. But for what it's worth, man, I seen him try to get loose a few times out there. And I was excited, man, because it's not something that, a lot of people talk about when it comes to Asar. So him being, a guy at his size with his length and athleticism, to see him try to pull a few of them things off was interesting, man. Let's wind it back, man, to the first unit. So today, the first unit was Killian Burks. And you had Isaiah and Bagley and Asar out there, obviously, because guys are out right now. Cade's out with some tightness going on. He's out with some tightness going on in his quad. So, it's preseason. It's definitely preseason. You got some mysterious injuries coming out of nowhere. But this is evaluation time for Monty Williams. We talked about that in the beginning, right? So this is evaluation time. And For what I saw out there, another fast start from Killian. Killian played really well today. Really well today. Like I said, he just looks so much more comfortable. It's not a privilege for him to stand in the corner like Dwayne Casey was saying. He looked like he looked like the veteran guard out there. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, I've been very, very happy with what I've been hearing as far as training camp in general. And now into this preseason, we're seeing exactly what Monty Williams has been saying. You know, it hasn't been all gas and hot air. It just looks different. It looks different, man. And he went right today. But yeah, man, you know, like I said, could have had a little bit more assists, man. Guys just wasn't able to knock down shots. But Burks and Joe Harris was pretty solid on the swings. As far as Ivy go, he's gonna do Ivy. You know what I'm saying? Ivy attacking the basket. He did come off the bench again today. It's preseason. Please leave it at that. Don't read into these lineups y'all got up there. You don't know what Monty Williams is saying to these guys or what he's trying to do. We don't know. So let's stop making assumptions, man. I know it's fun to talk about, right? Because basketball is back and you just want to talk. But, bro, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So most likely he's going to be numero uno at the shooting guard position alongside Cade Cunningham. So, yeah. Anyway, so Ivy did Ivy things out there. What I was not impressed with was the defensive effort out there today from certain guys. It took a while before it to get started. It took, you know, like I said, when we started to come back and we was within like around 10 points, that's when the defense started, right? You seen a few steals and some defensive plays, and some fast breaks and some points created off of that. And that's what got everything jump started. So, but beforehand, you know, you seen guys out there, they just, you know, Asar was making some of the wrong cuts out there. You seen, it felt like Stu was pressing at times out there, you know, and you just seen a lot of communication errors. And that's what you're going to see. That's what you're going to see. You got a brand new coach. You're learning the offense. The lineups, even during the preseason right now, they're not consistent because guys are moving ahead of guys and different guys are out and, you know, things like that. So, like I say, you can only read so much into what you're seeing out there. But as far as chemistry and communication, those things are obvious. That's obvious. You're going to see that. That's obvious. If you can't figure that out, you just don't need to be watching basketball. That's a part of the game, man. That's what's going to happen. You got a brand new coach coming in, and you got some new players trying to learn around each other. So that's all normal, but that's what we've seen out there from the first unit. But they did make that effort to come back, and definitely the bright spots have been Killian Hayes, have been Asar when it comes to those top ends of the units that we've been seeing out there. So, you know, everything is everything, right? But it's preseason, so remember that. I'm going to say it 100 times because a lot of you guys in the comment sections in my last video were out of order. You were totally out of order for some of the stuff that y'all was saying, bro. Like, listen, I know you probably don't understand basketball like that. I get it. But this is what you're going to see. Okay, so, you know, on to the open practice this weekend. I hope to see some of y'all out there. I'll be there along with a lot of faces, man. Deuce to be there. I'm probably sure at all the Piston media. You know, that's what I guess we can call ourselves, something like that. We'll be there. And it's an opportunity for us to get, you know, to see some of you guys. It's an opportunity for some of you guys to get closer to the players and see things up front. So, you know, it'll start at 2, but the scrimmage will start at 3:00. And right after the scrimmage, I'm jetting out of there because, you know, the Lions are playing at 4:25. So, but I'll see you guys there, and we'll definitely talk about that as well. Plus, you can definitely look forward to me and Deuce, when we do our podcast this weekend. And we're going to talk about this game and what we see at practice. So with that said, man, let me know what you guys thought about the performance tonight from some of the young guys, man. Especially, guys like Asar and Sasser and, Mude, the way they took over the back end of that game. That was huge for me. Garbage time or not. I don't care who the competition level is. Win this game and get used to winning. You know what I'm saying? So leave it in the comment section, man. Y'all have a good night. That's my instant reaction. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Wow. Black-owned shoe store. Culture. My culture, though. Let me see what they talking about in here. What's up, little dog? You good? Y'all got something in here for me? I'm talking about exclusive. They got all the dunks? How many dunks they got? Something like these. Y'all got a little vibe in here. They buying shoes, selling shoes. It feels like the culture. They dunking on people. Oh, they doing TikTok. They looking out for the kids. Oh, man, this is great, man. Oh, they got all the races working here. It just really feels like culture. Looking for a black-owned shoe store to get some real drip at? Come up here to Culture Detroit, man. It's what the streets been missing. Welcome home, fam.